Hello, my name is Kylie. Today I'm going to be doing my March TBR. I set my Goodreads goal at 100 this year, and so I think that ends up being something like 8.5 books a month. And so I have somewhat of an ambitious TBR, but so far I'm on track to hit my 100 books. So we're going to try and keep it going. So without further ado, the first book that I am currently reading, I don't have the physical copy of. I've been reading it on my Kindle, so I'll put up a picture. It is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Basically in The Inheritance Games, our main character, whose name I don't remember, inherits a very large sum of money from a complete stranger. And basically the catch is that she has to live in his mansion with his grandsons, who he disinherited from his will. And there's lots of puzzles around the house. He turned it into kind of a game, like a riddle, and she's trying to solve, for one, why this complete stranger gave her all this money. So far it's really good. I think I'm like 30% of the way in on my Kindle. I got it from the library, and it's been going well so far. The next thing I also started earlier. I started it on audio this morning, so I'm not very far in, but it is My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. I don't really know what it's about, just that it is a thriller. And my husband started reading it, so I decided that I wanted to read it while he does, so that we can talk about it. How it starts out, basically, it's just a guy and his wife, and they're trying to find the perfect woman, but you don't really know what they're trying to find her for. And I still don't know at this point. I'm only like 5% of the way in. I really don't want to know more about it than that, because I think the less you know going into a thriller, the better. So, which brings me into my next thing that I also do not have a copy of, and I also have no idea what it is about. But the next thing I would like to read, and I know it's on Kindle Unlimited, is The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I have only ever read The Housemaid by her. I really liked it. I've heard that The Teacher is really good and better than some of her other books that have come out somewhat recently. So that will be also on my TBR, but I don't have a physical copy. I have been trying to read a little bit more thrillers again. I had gone through a very long period when I wasn't reading anything but romance for a long time, just for a lack of focus, and I'm trying to branch back out. I think whenever I used to make videos, I would read a lot of thrillers. I think that was the time. With that being said, of wanting to read more thrillers and also reading a lot of romance, I have a romance book. This is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. To be completely honest with you, I bought it because of the sprayed edges, and they're very cute, and I couldn't pass it up. So yeah, this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive, and it's super cute. And I got it at Valentine's Day, which is when I should have read it, because basically it's set over Valentine's Day, and I think it's like a time loop situation. Don't know much more. I think I've read something by Lynn Painter before. Let me see. Hold that thought. I know Better Than the Movies is really popular. I haven't read that one though. The next thing on my list is another thing that I bought purely for the cover and it being cute, and it is this. It's called Once More with Feeling, and it's by Alyssa Sussman. So it looks like it's told in like a then and now situation. Then the main character is a pop star. She's dating like a boy band member, and then gets into a relationship or friendship or something with another member of the boy band, I think is what happens. And then now is like, she's not a pop star anymore. She left the life behind, until one of those boys comes back into her life and like offers her a Broadway role. So looks cute. Looks like something that I would be able to get through somewhat quickly, which is definitely a goal when I am working towards my 100 books, which I know for some people that's not a lot, but it is kind of a lot for me. I've only managed to hit 100 books one time. Looks like this is also the Barnes & Noble exclusive version, so I don't know what the regular version looks like, but it's cute. Yeah. looking forward to it. This next one is another cutesy romance looking thing. It's Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce. Again, don't really know what it's about, but looking at it, it looks like it's gonna go pretty well with this other one, because the first thing that I see is that her dream is to be a Broadway director, and that apparently is also Broadway. But she works at her dad's game store, and she wants to be a Broadway director, and her like school play is canceled. She needs to get it uncanceled, but it's hard for her to do because she's working at her dad's shop all the time, which she doesn't want to do. In walks floppy-haired nerd boy, and then it looks like a fake dating, so should be good. I really like, I mean, it's called Dungeons and Drama, so clearly gonna be like a little bit of a nerdier romance, and I am all for it. So my next two that I have are gonna be like a little bit darker, but still on the romance side. So I'm probably gonna put these in a much different order, like a darker one with a lighter one, like mix in the thrillers and the dark romance with the cheery ones. So the first one being Haunting Adeline. I feel like I'm the last person on this earth who hasn't read this book. My brother's fiance read it and she didn't love it, and I've heard that it's pretty disturbing, but that just makes me more curious. So I know it's like a stalker romance. I don't know much more than that. I was intrigued when I found like the format of the book. Like it looks like there's little letters and stuff kind of spread throughout, which is always fun for me to read. And to tell you the truth, that is why I purchased the book, because it is on Kindle Unlimited, but I got the hard copy for that reason. And then lastly, another, I think, darker romance, but more like, I think it might be a YA dark romance, is Butcher and Blackbird. Yeah, they're both murderers, and I know that they fall in love. I was also warned that it might make me dislike, I think, mint chip ice cream. I have no idea what that means. I will let you know if my opinions on mint chip ice cream change after reading this book. But yeah, it's been really popular lately. I think it's YA, I'm not really sure, but it's by Bryn Weaver. I guess I forgot to say who the last one was by too. H.D. Carlton, if you didn't know. If you've somehow been browsing the internet and not seen Haunting Adeline on it, it's H.D. Carlton. I'm really excited about the lineup, and I really hope that I can actually accomplish it, because I am trying very, very hard to stay on my on track for my 100 books this month. I will let you guys know how I like them in the wrap-up. See you in the next one.